Aries, welcome to your August 2024 reading. Now, Aries, as I'm leaning into your energy, one of the biggest things. Aries, welcome to your August 2024 reading. Now, as I'm leaning in, one of the biggest things coming to the surface for you, Aries, is the fact that you're coming into a season of closure. Now, whenever I see a season of closure, it's all about redirection inside of your life. And so right now, what you can imagine is this redirection that is going to take you to where you are destined to be. Now, everything in your life up until this point has been a stepping stone. And when we look at those stepping stones, each stepping stone has taken you further into where you're meant to be, who you're meant to be with, and your genius and your service inside of this world. Now, when I look at the energy for you, it feels as though you're really realizing that you've outgrown certain energies, and this sense of closure is in pathways that are no longer serving you. And just remember that evolution happens because we give ourselves permission to honor change and honor shift. And what this might look like right now in your surrounding is deciding to better yourself and better your life. And so if you've been feeling the plunge to go back into studying, to go into education, then this is a great time to do that. I do see that this education that we're stepping into can either be a physical qualification or almost like education of life and being willing to learn lessons that you weren't ready previously to learn. Aries, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosie Victoria and I'm the creator of the Misfit Business Lounge. Now today we're going to be leaning into your August 2024 reading, and if you want to stay tuned for more monthly readings and content on how to scale your energy and business, then please do drop me a like and subscribe down below. Now Aries, when I'm leaning into your energy, one of the biggest things coming to the surface right now is that you are reaching a time of closure. I feel right now August is a period of you closing a chapter of your life and closing a chapter of your life for the best interest of your future. It's funny because it feels like everything that you thought you wanted is like these quick realizations that actually is not what you want at all. And sometimes these quick realizations are needed because it really gives us permission to say, do you know what? I'm done with this part of my life and I'm shifting direction. Now, the word redirection is being mentioned from spirit, and you can expect a lot of redirection inside of your life right now. And this redirection is here to serve you because it's here to help you evolve into everything that you're becoming. And so you're probably going to feel steered down different pathways, new opportunities, new people in your life. And this is a great time to say yes and just move before you're ready. Now, what I am seeing is education. And so some of you Aries will have been feeling this pull to heightenize your education, heightenize your wisdom. And this is a great time to sit there and intentionally learn about your next level, because I feel like there's more like strings to your bow, if that makes sense. It feels very much like you're ready to add more to your surroundings so that you can go to your next level. And that is something that's not just going to serve you in this chapter, but in future chapters down the line. Now, when we look at your life up until this point, everything's been a stepping stone. And so there's been a lot of thought that's gone into it before you're making this quick decision. So whilst it might feel very quick to the people around you, I feel like you've been putting a lot of thought into the direction of your life over the last year. And you've come to this final conclusion that what you thought you wanted no longer resonates with you. Now, I'm getting this big push for simplicity. And so Aries, you're going to notice this craving of simplicity. You know, they're like cooking at home, grounding into your maternal energy, grounding into your connection with yourself, you know, just hanging out with loved ones, not needing to spend money. It feels like this is a very, very simple season for you. And I feel like that's what's needed, is the rounded, grounded root energy that's here to serve you and give you that sense of security. And when I look at security, it's almost like for a little bit of time you got lost in what you thought security should look like. And actually now you're realizing what really matters with security and what's the most important thing. Making these decisions, I feel like there's been a lot of small insecurities and a lot of arguments. So if we're looking at the realm of money, you've probably felt for the last couple of months that there's been like niggling things going on, and you've been then clashing with the people in your life because you felt insecure about money. And the same reflection, if it more resonates in relationships. Now, when we're looking at this, it feels as though you're reminding yourself that in order to change, you have to say yes to opportunities. And it feels like a slowing down to speed up type of mentality, as though you have to say yes to something that's going to give you that sense of security, but it is going to create some changes around you. So right now, this is not you giving up on what you thought you wanted. It's you evolving as a human being and accepting that we are continuously growing, and all we need to do is lean into the present and understand what we need in the present time. Now with that, what's being showcased to me and what's coming through very, very strongly is that you know you've outgrown certain things, but there's a piece of you that's struggling to let go. I feel like as we're going into August, it's going to be so quick. You're just going to say, I want to do this, and I'm going after it. And it's almost as if you're setting your focus and you're just going all in, and it's a complete pivot in the direction of life that you are moving in. It feels like it's a little bit off track. However, it's meant to be off track. You're meant to give yourself permission to step into this fresh energy and step into this fresh connection. Because everything that you've been rejecting over the last couple of years, it feels like you're now returning to. And there was a part of you that was fearful of, anchoring your life in this way and setting up this like schedule and routine for yourself and really feeling grounded in the root. And so you left yourself in limbo where you financially felt stretched and you felt uncomfortable. And now you're recognizing and realizing, do you know what? I need that grounded root, and I'm not going to resent that, and I'm not going to hold back from that. I'm actually going to say yes to the opportunities. Now, if you're a business owner, I feel like this might look like going under somebody else's business or like working alongside somebody else rather than just focusing on your business, because actually you're very good in the arena of business, but it just feels like you need to slot in differently. Now, if this is relationships, it's going to very much feel as though you're just, I'm just springboarding out of this and I'm going down a completely different pathway. And that might look like meeting somebody that you didn't expect to meet whilst maybe in a relationship. However, it's time to really give yourself permission to pivot and not worry too much about everybody else's feelings and how they feel about the changes that you're making. Much happier. I feel like the decisions you're making, you're going to be much happier. And it definitely feels like you're just like leaning out of something, as though whatever it was that was holding you back, career, relationship, you just realizing, do you know what? Like, I'm done with this. And it just feels so quick and so sudden and so like, okay, completely changing our life now. Go with it. Allow yourself to go with the flow, because that spark of energy is here to serve you. And it's as though spirit is offering you this spark of energy to really shift you into your magic and into your depth.